Today we're going here to pick up this. And now that we have it, we can go into the Lady Loft, the second retro game room, to get ready, to prepare, to absolutely make things more clinical for a fresh retro game room tour in the Lady Lounge and the Lady Loft. That episode is coming soon, but today you're getting a fresh, raw gem. We've got Molly on the bed after her walk because me and you, we have some adjustments to make. But first, I promised you, if the last vlog hit 500 likes, you'll get to see this. And voila. What I didn't show you last time was this fancy little cup holder, which I double up as my little headset holder. Every girl has a brush on stream as well. There's hair everywhere. There's literally hair everywhere. So yeah, the drinks holder is a game changer. IKEA, 12 quid. Phone holder. It looks really snazzy at night. We'll clip to that video now. So yeah, this is way more sturdy. And if you want to come and see me stream, it is twitch.tv/thegebs24. Now the desk is done. I feel so much better about it. And this week we've been very busy. We've put out this video here and we've put out this video here. So if you're a fan of your Xbox 360 or your Amiga, and believe you me, there's a lot of people on this channel that are, to my surprise, you're going to really want to watch those videos, which I will link in the cards, making it easy for you to swing by and visit those after. So thank you firstly for all the support on that first vlog. I was super nervous because I'm so used to like sitting down and being really regimented with my content, but it's so nice to be a bit more liberal with you. So you will get vlogs. There's going to be a playlist called Hello, I'm Gem. I think that's just down to earth, and we'll just make this vlog too. But we've got a lot of stuff to do up here today. It's an absolute shit tip. As you can see, we have a lot to do and things to paint. Things be changing, and you will see it in the final tour. I don't know if I can get it done this week. I might not be able to get it done, but you will see it in an upcoming room tour of in here and downstairs very, very soon. And instead of spending £3 million on a Velux window curtain, I use a £7 towel from Tesco. We're going to take that off today and get a bit more natural light in here. You might be wondering what we're painting. We got to do this and we got to do that. No fun, especially moving those cubes out the way. What do you think, Laura? Are we on to a winner? Side note, I use microfiber cloths to cover everything when not in use. Pay attention, guys. £1 from Poundland or any reputable crappy British shop. Yeah. Peppermint tea at the ready. Well, that cable management sucks. Luckily you can't see it when everything is back. Almost got a full collection of the 1993 Merlin cards, Nintendo Merlin cards. I am missing a few, and I have reached out to the community to see if they do have them. I've bought all the ones I don't have on eBay, but I do have a full selection of the Sega Panini cards, also from the 90s. I swear to God, getting that paint open has just took me about 15 minutes. But it's open. Time to mask up. It's rough, I know, first coat, but I want to tell you something. Back last year, I had a damp patch here, so I had a so-called damp expert come in, take off the old plaster, take off just like the damp, treat it, and then replaster it. But not only did he make a catastrophic mess, check this. I mean, this isn't even flush. This is going to mean look at the, it is horrendous. But he was literally screaming at Jess because we had no milk. We only had oat milk in the house. And he was going crazy. I was quite a nasty, violent, angry little man. So if you're watching, you little prick, that's why I deleted you off my personal Facebook. You did a shit job at plastering as well. Okay, first coat is done. I'm not going to do this one yet because we need to take this Xbox and this Xbox somewhere because they are broke and we're going to take them to get them fixed. We're here, you can see it actually in the back there, Alfreton Computers. I have already messaged them and they said to bring them down. They weren't so keen on fixing the Red Ring of Death, but I was like, it's a collector's edition, please help. So fingers crossed. Let's go find out. So we're here in Alfreton Computers, the link will be in the description, and we have these bad boys. This doesn't turn on unless it's the doomed Ring of Death. So Mark, owner of Alfreton Computers, so what can we do? How can we get this kind of moving forward to be fixed?
Well, they're classics, but they are getting a little bit old now, and there's all sorts of things that could be wrong with them at this stage. I think the first step is we've got to open them up, have a look inside and see what's happening. The original Xbox, there's every possibility that we will have to replace some parts in there, but they should be readily available. There'll be lots of these still available on eBay. Parts are quite easy to get hold of. Worst case scenario, we could possibly swap everything out if we needed to. It's not going to be a ridiculously expensive repair.
Good stuff.
The limited edition Xbox 360, unfortunately the Red Ring of Death was an enormous problem with the cooling system that Microsoft made when they designed them, and a lot of consoles unfortunately checked out and left the planet due to that problem when they were new.
Gutted, mate.
There are a few half-hearted bodge repairs that we can do that will get it up and running temporarily, but you are on borrowed time. Sometimes it works and it lasts for a few years, sometimes it only lasts for a couple of weeks. But worst case scenario, we can potentially replace some of the parts in there. So I think we'll open it up, have a look, try some of the repairs. There is a proper fix for it, which is to replace the chip, take it off and put it back on again.
So you've taught me through some of this. This is all very technical for me, by the way. I'm like, what?
So yeah, they have a surface mounted chip, which essentially is like a CPU from a PC, but instead of having a series of pins on the back of the chip that lock into a socket, they are actually soldered to the circuit board. And the reason they get this Red Ring of Death is because when the circuit boards heat up, they become very pliable and it begins to bend and sit where it wants to sit comfortably in the machine, and the solder joints that hold the chip to the circuit board don't bend. And eventually, under one of these chips with all these little balls, you will get a break in the connection, and the end result is you get the Red Ring of Death when you turn it on. If you can find somebody with the correct equipment that's still functioning for older consoles, you can take the chips off, re-prepare them and put them back on again, but it's really expensive work to do it properly, and somebody will charge you more than the console's worth at that point.
It becomes a write-off, doesn't it, at that point?
It does, and unfortunately, even though they're in good condition and they don't look like they've had a hard time, we saw a lot of them die with the same problem. So
it's so sad, but we're optimistic, aren't we?
We're optimistic. Everything's fixable, depending on how much money we want to throw at it, sort of thing. So
make sure you DM me. Wicked. But I'm happy, so I'm just going to leave these bad boys with you and just shoot me a message whenever we're ready to go.
Pieces. We'll get all the dust out of them. We'll have a look at what's happening inside. We will give you a shout with some options, and hopefully we can come up with something that's going to make you happy.
Amazing.
And we'll get them back to their former glory for you.
And I will let you guys know, and you can come here to get your stuff fixed. Let's go. Sorted. Mark has them. He's really cool. Please go and give Alfreton Computers a follow. They do all the PC repairs, console repairs, as you well saw. Very friendly, very approachable, so go check them out. But we need to go home now to finish painting. And just like that, we are back. And I can wholeheartedly confirm that chili cheese bites from Mackey's are amazing. That first coat looks all right, but I'm going to give it a second and then put everything back before we move over to that side. We have a visitor. Squeak. Hello, champ. Hello, handsome. Come on, baby. Oh, he's so fussy. Oh, say hello to everybody. Say, hey, Team 24. You handsome? Of course you are. You're a beautiful boy. He's checking everything out. So these are the games I've been playing on stream. Thoroughly enjoying RoboCop. Gonna stream that tonight. We've been dossing on some Spider-Man 2. Also a cracker. I've been going through the DLC on Resident Evil 4. It's absolutely fantastic. If you haven't played it, it really does kind of tie a masterpiece of a story together with Ada Wong's almost side by side really kind of campaign to Leon. They do cross paths from time to time. And a genuine surprise for me, Assassin's Creed Mirage, we've had very good numbers on stream with this. And it really does take it back to the roots of the game with its just parkour and less about RPG mechanics. So this is also an incredible experience. So they're the games. If you want to follow me on Twitch, you can come and see me play some of these. Whoa! Okay, that's probably got paint on it. Panic over, no paint. So I think we're about done. I'm gonna move everything back and then we're gonna tackle over there. Nightmare to configure, but all set. Coat number 1 on this side has done. This side is drying nicely. It is, of course, a tip up here, but rest assured, it will not remain this way because, again, we're gearing up for the full retro game room tour. I'm going to try and get it out for this Thursday. Fingers crossed we can get it off, get it done, get it completed. Check this out. I was polishing out the cubes before I put them back and I came across this. So I forgot I actually had a whole heap of like unboxed games. Don't get me wrong, there are some copied CD32 games in here. But I actually forgot I had this, so it was interesting. We got a Dreamcast game, we got Oddworld, we got Red Ninja, that's a good game. And then we're going into my CD32 copied games, just as well as them. And they're just copied games in there as well. So yeah, unboxed CD-ROM based games. Do you have any? What systems do you have? Let me know. Et voila! It looks really good. It's so finished. Now we can have some little figures on the wall. It's gonna look banging. And for my next trick, 2 sets of LED RGB lights to go up around this lady loft somewhere. And I guess when we do the tour, you'll see it in nighttime as well. You've already seen what the desk looks like at night. And I think it looks pretty darn cool. But these I got really cheap from Asda like 6 months ago, like £8 a pack, reduced from 16. So I'm going to try and put them up somewhere and see what it looks like. So yeah. And it is amazing at how much crap these things like have with them. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, what even, bro? I mean, what even? Simplify life. Don't make it complicated. Downer. The paint is far too wet there to pin it, but we've only gone as far as there. It kind of runs, we've got the receiver on the wall here going down to the plug. It's just going to run, illuminate the kind of CRT up there and across a little bit once the paint is dry. So I'm not going to open the other box yet because I can't be arsed. But I think it'll look really nice when it's done. It'll just give it that kind of ambience. So when I'm filming like other YouTube videos, and sometimes I sit here and the camera's there and you can see the back, it's going to illuminate it wonderfully. Later. And we have indeed finished a live stream, and with that we have concluded this episode. So thank you so much for watching. I don't know if I'm going to get time to film the room tours. If not, there'll be another video Thursday dropping for your faces. I want to make sure this room tour is absolutely as perfect as can be. So yeah, fingers crossed it will be coming on Thursday, if not within the next week. Guys, I love you. Peace out. Arrivederci, and look after yourselves. Subscribe. Cheers. I need a few seconds of your time to tell you about channel memberships. If you guys want to become a channel member, click join from the main page or the second link in the description. There are 3 tiers, all with different perks for you if you want to become a team member. Thanks for your time. Let's continue with the video.